5 sets of armor. You can go very aggressive on the CT pistol here. We'll see whether they actually deliver that and go for those first picks at the start. Boosting up towards short is very common. And have a look at SK's buy as well. 2 smokes, no Superman from them this time. And a few flashbangs to work with. No aggressive boost from the CTs. Quite a default hold. Shoxy will be towards short by himself though. Maybe he'll be actually hunting for a frag alone.
He's trying to. He's got the position on catwalk.
He didn't get boosted, he actually ran all the way here, so that's quite rare. But
that is actually very rare, considering the timing of a pistol round with a minute and 30 to go. They're already down 25 seconds. Shox is getting ever closer to spotting out where Cold is. Jump across, does tag him up, but can't land the headshot. He's got to fall back in toward the site.
So that Xbox smoke designed to take vision away from the CTs. Obviously, they have no idea we've made up towards short at this point. And you actually get your some position towards mid. I reckon maybe an A split coming in at this point, considering you have 2 players towards long. They are repositioning for now. Could just be a mid split straight up. They could smoke CT spawn. Considering they have 1 smoke and 2 flashes, that could be very likely indeed. 2 players with GC towards the B side. Fallen, he could be the old snake in the grass here, just trying to show his presence towards short. Make sure they can't detect him, and I think the mid split will be coming in. The bomb's in the tunnels for now. Just walking out. This buys them so much time. You can do a last minute smoke and stop the rotations. There it is. To the B side we go.
And Scream's the one that waits. Already up the ramp. Bomb waiting inside tunnels for the entrance to be successful. If it will be, Body's got to find a shot. Can't. And Scream's gone through the door to get away from the attackers in window, but that's not going to pay off. He only gets 1 kill on Fur. RPK's rotation does catch out Cold. And now they're outside the site. Lovely shot from Shox. From the tunnels as well. Smiths and Shox are going to close it. And they're going to finally get around in the whole series.
Yeah, there it is. The first, it took 2 maps, we got there. The first round has been picked up for G2. This time it was a big split coming from SK Gaming. It looked like they were going to shut it down because he Body missing a lot of shots out the back of the side towards the window. Scream managed to pick up 1. That's enough though. Shoxy, he seems in good form right now. We saw a nice little 1 bullet from the trained USP as well. He does it again here on Dust 2. So something to work with here. The bomb planted though for SK Gaming. And they'll actually be buying up into this next round here. So that's certainly unorthodox. Bomb planted by up in the second, but I guess they want to send out a strong message. And once again, G2 always seem to do this. In their second round, they always go in with SMGs. They never buy rifles, Matt. And it's so
Smith's going to stay on a pistol as well. That's trying to build up money to get to an AWP. But is this not like a desperate... This can backfire so easily.
You normally want at least 2 rifles here, then you have the SMGs for the utility. 4 rifles and Smith's on just a USP. This is almost a death sentence. This... Actually, I would almost favor the Tech 9s. On the T side here against these weaponry, I'd say they've probably got the advantage.
Yeah, from range on this map, I can understand maybe leaving Smiths under a pistol to try and gain up money, but now they got a Tech 9 down. One of the SMGs already gone. Scream, though, through the smoke. Will pull back. That's very important that he gets Taco as well.
Yeah.
Because, again, this could so easily backfire, and then you just look like a fool.
Well,
all right, I get what you want to do. You want to build the economy. You want to get a massive lead early on so you can finally get some momentum after last map, but
yeah,
it's a risk.
Luckily, Scream delivers towards those mid doors there. He does damage to Fur and FNX as well, so the round should be tied up at this point. Smiths with that USP should be okay. It does take a flashbang to the face, but looks like the teams won't be committing just yet. Molotov on the site as well, but this will be their final move, trying to get the bomb down towards short. But Smiths to defend, this could get interesting.
He's going to get pushed out as well. Bomb's going to be planted for Catwalk. Fur's going to be the one to do it. FNX, the SMG grab, starting to hunt them. They don't have the range game to go back into it. Fur's going to find 1, but only 1 body. He's able to pull it back in the clutch. Now they've got to force up reinvestment.
I think they would force again, SK. They're going to do it again. Why not? You just got 4 kills on the bomb plant down. You're going to get Tech and Irons and do the same thing.
And they're going to buy in, which means their money's not going to be great either. Now, every kill did come from an SMG, none of which were P90s, so everyone's going to gain 600, but Scream gaining 1,200, but Smiths didn't get anything on a pistol. So aside from not spending much, he can go for an op. The rest... Yeah, okay. Rifles is going to be the call. It's the only call.
It would be exciting if SK did force into this one. Looks like they go for the more conservative approach here, considering, yeah, Smiths didn't buy anything. He definitely gets the AWP out. So a couple of SMGs standing. It'll be Body on the UMP and Shox on the MP9, but they should be okay for now. SK not going all in. Going to be making sure they save something for that first gun. It's going to be Deagles here. Still quite a scary weapon on Dust 2. First going to be challenging. Look at this. This is what we wanted to see from G2. They're looking like they're getting in their stride now. Pushing up towards top of mid. Trying to find some kills. Get the confidence going for some of the star players here. And they're getting that first kill as well. Screaming gets a headshot towards Fur. RPK doing some work in lower B as well. He finds Fallen. So round should be shut down at this point. And they're starting to get in the zone at least.
Scream's going to spot Cold running away as he gets aggressive inside of middle. He was on his own. He's got his teammates with him now, so even if they do try and go for the rifle, the trade's there. And Taco, he may get the shot on RPK. But the Deagle prevails. Nice shot from FNX. Even better onto Shox. So again, they get 3 guns down when it looked like it was going to be 4 men surviving. And FNX is going to force more reinvestment. But the money's building up on the rest of them. And Smith stays alive on the AWP, which means he's got 39.50 already in hand. But now the guns come back for SK.
this is G2's pick. They need to keep this pressure up. They're doing very well so far. Body was 7k. Just distributing the money around. It's going to be a full buy for both sides this time. Fallen, given the AWP is a little bit late though. Won't be able to do too much towards the mid doors there. The nade and smokes come in. Or just a nade, in fact. And now we have Body, like we said. He plays B by himself primarily. Scream will play outside, but depends whether he'll be left alone there. Will be yet to be seen. The AWP is going to be towards long A. It's quite standard for Smiths. Obviously looking for that first pick at the start of the round, and he falls back, and he's the one defending the executions. Default from SK Gaming, falling with the AWP himself. He's actually holding towards suicide for now, not giving too much away. Terrorists have got smokes and molotovs to work with here. He said they do like to favour those mid splits. Towards city spawn, just trying to deny that being a factor.
RPK, usually very efficient in this position toward the pit. Potential for go smoke onto A this time, but Smiths is there with his AWP. He's not quite, okay, now he's at the cars. He's not quite a car playing box on ramp, but now he's elected to rotate back. And this is looking more likely to be an execution in this direction.
Yeah, there's clearing out towards shore right now. Just pushing any CDs back, so might be there. But the thing is, Shoxy's in CD spawn. We have got Smiths in the car, yes, but if an A execution comes in, it's very difficult to hold them off. These executions are purely designed to take down these good AWP players towards the car position. If that comes in, you've got 4 smokes available as well, molotovs and flashbangs. Could be a bit of a problem. Smiths now, only with the flash in hand, goes towards Goose. I think he'll do well here. He's actually in a decent position to hold this one off. Oh, that shot's crucial though. Doesn't manage to land it just yet.
Can't land it the second time either, Smiths, and Fallen. He's going to take him down. Taco gets through the smokes, the isolation toward long. And RPK's got no re-entrance toward the site. Not only that, he goes down early. He gives up long. Bomb's not planted. They can now jest that over and take full control of the situation, making this retake almost impossible. And as such, G2 already knows it. They're going to back away.
Well, there it is then. We said the execution could be a possibility there. Actually, Smiths was in a decent position. The problem is the Molotov landed towards the Goose position. We said an execution coming in. That basically means you have set grenades coming into the key positions on the bomb side there. So Molotovs towards the ramp, towards Goose. Smokes take vision as well. And Smiths, he gets himself in a decent position in terms of, like, it was good to actually shut it down. But the problem is then the Molotov lands on his feet. He's forced to open there. And he did have an opportunity to get that first shot down. Had he have hit it, could be in a different position at this moment, but he doesn't manage to land the kill. It's going to be 4 players, making 3 now, surviving for SK Gaming. They know where the G2 players are. It's going to be Body and Scream defending outside the B tunnels. It doesn't look like G2 don't have any more opponents to take down here. It's still early days for SK Gaming. They want to keep their money strong going forward. I think there is still a buy available for G2 overall, so it's probably not worth forcing out those weapons just yet. Trying to build their own bank balance here. I don't think Fallen managed to say an AWP. Where is it? Surely it was picked up. We'll have to go over to their spawn and find it. Yeah, it's on the ground at T-spawn, so that's fine. AWP is time for Shoxy. He's got a decent spawn, could challenge towards middle. He's actually got a glass cannon. Smoke goes down to give him a bit of a veil there as he crosses. He'll be AWPing towards B, but Fallen's waiting for him.
Fallen trying to find that first shot. Not going to get it quite so easily. Back away from B as well. A bit more aggressive presence this time from RPK out toward long. Doesn't stay inside the pit. He's already behind the dual doors, but he's slowly getting away. That's brilliant. That is so good. Scream gets caught in the corner. Flash comes through. He has no idea where he is in the wall, and all of a sudden he burns alive.
Flashbang, that's obviously to take the vision away from him. He's hoping a little mid-push is coming in at that point. He's going to hide in the corner, but at the same time, the Molotov lands on his feet. He has no idea he's burnt to a crisp. That's actually really, really nice from SK Gaming.
Not to mention the sound cue timing with, the flash pop as well.
It couldn't have gone any better. They're spamming through the door as well to do more residual damage and actually kind of give him some, he's tagged through the door, getting slowed down. And that's kind of cool. I really like that.
Yeah, he'll think twice about ever playing in that position again against SK. Because now, even if he goes the other direction, he's in the open and he can be caught by anyone holding the angle through the door.
Well then, 5 on 4. Plenty of time to work with here. 40 seconds to be exact. The bomb does commit. He sees the body, FNX. Shoots prematurely there, but still, execution comes in. Smoke towards spawn, going in towards B. It's going to be Body waiting for him. He's got backup shots as well, but he can't hit the shot. He was glass cannon. Going to be very fragile, and it's going to be a complete bloodbath here towards the B side. Just RPK remaining. He's got a Falmouth. He's pushed long. Godzera finds him, and that's going to be 2 rounds in a row for SK Gaming. What an opening play that was with the Molotov and Flashback. I really like that. That was cool. And that's going to break the economy of G2 here. They were clutching at straws in the previous round. It was Shoxy on the AWP glass cannon as well. When we say that, means you have a sniper rifle with no armor, means you're very vulnerable. A couple of bullets from the AK-47 are going to take you down. Can't land a shot from the window area once again. The AWP's not landing for G2 just yet. So they have to take an eco here. And SK Gaming going to tie things up. Almost certainly. You can see that G2 have only purchased a Desert Eagle. Body getting hit through the door. He's a player definitely known to getting hit for the doors in Dust 2. It's been a bit of a meme recently.
Yeah, he's definitely been struggling lately, I think. Taco.
Lots of damage being done.
Yeah, I mean, Body and Chalk's no armor. Both of them inside of this B site getting tagged up from Taco. It's going to be a bit of a problem if they go that direction. Bomb's slowly heading over there as well from
so right along. There's literally no chance that GT can win this round. If FNX misses shots like that, maybe there is. Ooh. Okay, Scream actually doing something with this now. I was going to say the main objective is to try and dent the economy of SK Gaming. They can find a couple of kills, that's great. And Scream in a good position to do so, but Fur does take him down there. Smith's in a good position, but can't really do too much. Body and Shocks, the round is over. They have found a kill pretty much as good as it get with just one upgraded pistol. Taco looking to finish things off. Does it with style as well. Quite disciplined and calm in his procedure of taking those two CDs down. Decent spawn for Taco. You might want to keep your eyes on him. Long is definitely an option. Dust 2 is one of those maps, one of the few maps you can really base your plays and your approach based on the spawns there. Long, a very valuable part of the map. You can get in there with early flashbangs as well. Shut down CDs are on a weak buy, especially this one. Look at G2. No head armor, only one kit, don't have any incendiaries. This is when the spawn-based play can be really deadly for SK.
Oh, it's going to be only the one AWP in play. Fast sweep through the B tunnels again, following with the AWP as well. Wants to check to see if there's going to be any aggression on Catwalk. We're seeing it a little more commonly. I'm actually a little bit surprised myself that it's taken the meta that long to come full circle and go back to Catwalk presence, considering the execution that's now being used with the additional smoke to isolate Long by everyone. But Chalk seems to be one that's not scared to use it, and as such, going to try and counter it out by getting the AWP in good position.
We have got a little boost towards Long. RPK is on the blue box. It's quite a rare position, quite a powerful one. Very good for getting the one kill. It's almost guaranteed a kill sometimes, especially if the T's don't flash you over. It's actually really strong. Don't see it too often. I'm actually a big fan of that. But this could be another execution coming in. This is a problem because they've got no AWP to defend it this time. Shoxy, he'll be holding off passively towards his position. Drops the smoke in front of him and buys us some time at least. With still a minute available. He's going to be trying baited in by Smith. So you can see him on the bomb site just trying to take all the aggro away with that smoke as well. He's hoping the T's push through that one. And if they do, he might be able to clean up at this point. They really need something working in their favor. I was going to say, with 5 M4s and limited utility, they might have been pushing for the first bracket. Flash comes in, maybe they'll do just that now.
Oh, almost gets 2. Could have been huge for Shocks. First sprays back in with the AK, and down he goes. Bomb's going to be grabbed from this. And the 4-man situation aside, favors, you would say, the terrorists, but a good push in from Scream. That's more traditional of what they like to do. G2 on this map. As Fur's going to catch back Smith, though, on the inside of the smoke. Flash over RPK alone on top of the site. Flash will catch him in a decent duration. Molotov's going to land it a little bit deep. He can actually play on the side of it. He can play above the box, and he's going to take the bomb as well, RPK. Back toward Goose. He's in safety. And Fur's left against 3, all of which have rotated. Good first pick, but the splash, is there. And Fur, he'll go down. Very good play from RPK.
That's what we needed from G2, the assertiveness. They know they haven't got the best buy there available. Need to start pushing, need to make things happen, do some plays. Good smoke from Shoxy. The idea they dropped that smoke just as it's dissipating. He throws his teammate throws a flashbang through. He can actually find that first pick, and it works out quite nicely. It takes a lot of the aggro away from the map. His teammates, in the meanwhile, they're actually pushing up a B as well. Like you said, they're known for doing this, and they're actually going to be finding results and getting the first gun round here available. Problem is going forward, Matt. Look at the buy. Scream UMP. Same story for Shocks as well. Smith's only on a Famas. No AWP. Full buy for SK. This could be a harsh reset coming in, and we have one player already out towards Long. That's Fallen with the AWP, looking for anyone that dares cross towards Long, and there's going to be RPK dropping first. Surely not the double. Oh. Of course it is. Fallen completely rips G2 to shreds there, but Shoxy doing some work in return with the UMP.
Unbelievable. Fallen series right now. 122 ADR in the last game, had 24 kills total, I think 19 on the AWP, which according to HLTV was a tournament high. And he hits 2 lovely ones there to start this off. It's down to Scream and Body. That said, SK, they've only got 1 man better in this as they're on to 3, and Fur nearly gets caught inside of that gap in the smoke. Body tries to spot it, run boost instead. That'll get the bomb over. That's one way to do it. Getting more efficient with these run boosts, aren't we?
We are. We're getting better at them. Well, there are kids available. A couple of flashbangs and a Molotov. That's going to slow the procedure down. I think he has to come up to Body here. He's in CT spawn, trying to do what he can, but 3 terrorists are firing the bomb to defuse with no AWP actually up. So maybe they can potentially do something with this one. Good kill from Scream to open things up.
Body, times it wrong. He actually does take FNX. Where's the repeat? Fur. He was late on it because he swapped to the AWP. Now he's got to go rifle versus rifle, and Scream's got the better shot.
Good work from Scream. A difficult retake there. He managed to find 3 kills. A star player starting to come to life here. Dust 2 is their map, and they're showing they can still play here. 16-0 to open this series up. G2 with the lead for now, 5-3, and just winning a vital clutch situation as well. Problem is it comes down to another 1v1 once again. So SK almost certainly going to buy into this. Going to get 3 AKs for now. A Tech 9, no AWP, which has been crucial for them opening kills up. So even though we've fallen, getting those first 2 AWP frags towards long, still can't close out the round. This is a big one. This will break either side. So G2 can find this. They're in a really good position to actually get their teeth nice and sunk into this first map, or second map I should say, sorry. But 5 players towards the B side of the map now for SK Gaming. 4 no B. This suggests a fast mid play coming in. Smoke spawn, flash over, and just swarm and overwhelm the CTs waiting for you.
Fallen flashes in with the smokes towards CT. Wrap quickly onto B at Scream, knowing there's 3 coming toward him, and he tries to play an angle that favors it into one-on-ones, but it doesn't work out. And Fur, he'll find 2 on the entry in the B site. Body's the second man, of course. Hasn't been tagged crossing over just yet, by the way.
No. Well, actually, he got hit once in the eco.
Did he hit once? Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I missed that.
That's what I pointed out. But yeah, there it is. We said the mid split was coming in pretty quickly there. 4 players through middle, just overwhelming G2 completely. We said the money still hadn't quite stabilized. You saw a couple of Famous, a UMP there. 2 players on the B site having a really rough time towards that B area. We said Body. He's normally key in these positions, but SK Gaming is overwhelming them. Getting the mid control first. You can see there's no presence towards his doors whatsoever, so they're managing to get out quite cleanly. And then the flashes come in, the smokes towards CT Sport. There's nothing they can do about it. They're getting pressured from the tunnels as well. 4 players coming through window and the doors coming in, so no kills found. And at this point, GG just have to save their weapons. They get 2 rounds in a row, but the money's going to be in tatters going forward. They need to try and save these 2 M4s. RPK doing a good job towards long. He gets 1 kill. That's fallen dropped.
I actually really like that spot that RPK was in. It's very. He's playing all kinds of nifty little angles. Good pick up from Smith at the end as well to get a reinvestment out from FNX, but yeah, the canopy can make you hard to see at times if they come through.
It's true, but the problem is you're very vulnerable to flash at that point. So yeah, it's good for those kind of positions, but they're probably not going to be flashing it, but at the beginning of the round, it's not that viable. But still, like we said, the money in disarray now. They are going to be forcing into it. Scream actually going with the 5/7 head armor. Interesting you would do that, considering most of the players have survived for SK. They're not going to have SMGs here. But still, pretty much a full investment. Scream goes all in. His teammates, Shoxy, Body, go down to about $1,000. They probably can't buy next round, only have 1,900 to go into the next. So trying to see what we can do here with the M4A4s. And Hunter Smiths might have wanted to throw it over to one of the star players there, but we'll see what he can do here.
Taco backing away again from tunnels. His obligation in default is to try and get early information and picks in toward that site. We've seen him successfully do so on a number of occasions, but Smiths is going to be the one to push through with that only rifle. Spots Taco's head. Can't land the shot. And now they know at least where the M4 is, but is it alone and how much is bought up around it? That's the problem. At this point now, SK know exactly where it is. They can just commit towards A quickly. They're not going to do that just yet. I can see one player creeping out. That's going to be FNX. Just kind of still just sniffing out the map. They're not going to be going all in or going a bit crazy. They're just going to hold up and just slowly dissect short here. That's 10 and no one's towards that position whatsoever. I think there's only one towards A. Be shocked if Smiths does find a headshot with that M4. Takes down Cold Zero. Something to work with now. Pistols and the M4 unable to pick up the salvage AK just yet. FNX with good crosshair placement on toward the A site, but no one in that position. Tech Goose instead, where Shox is trying to play with the P250. If there's no utility used on the corner, of which there's not much, to be fair, left on the SK side. No Molotovs. They could get very close. He could deny Smiths. Oh, they've gone by. This is a good chance. A split. Taco's past him. Smiths timing. Oh, but Taco turns around and reads it. Headshot into Smiths, and I don't know if he thought he was there or just rotating over from B, but it works out. Shox, meanwhile, does come out from Goose a little bit early. Bomb's going to be dropped temporarily. RPK's done well to get the Fur as well through the edge of the smoke, but still they can try and get the plant in. They're a man down, but they've got the weapons, and Fallen's going to try and go aggressive. There's another gun down towards CT spawn. It's the AK in the hands of Scream that becomes the main threat. RPK dropped, Scream as well. AK's there, but won't be grabbed. Body's got time now. Deagle shot lands. He's got it, but not switching over to it yet. He can't afford to. Just now has. And he gets closer. This starts to favor him the closer he gets. Falling goes for the jump. Body's going to try and elevate himself with the AK-47, but waiting for the peak, spots the head, tries to spray in, and he walks back out. It's going to be Body with the clutch.
There it is then, 1 M4 and some pistols. Body winning a 1v1 versus Fallen as well there. Good work, got himself close to the bomb site there. Fallen might have wanted to be a little bit more aggressive in that position as well. Allows him to get very close to the bomb site there. If he misses one shot, it's round over. Body picks up an AWP, so G2 back into this one. That would have been a harsh reset for them, so they went a little bit all in, like we said. Scream going down to $0. They get some pistols there, and Smith's actually opened things up with that saved M4, so he allows them to have a possibility here. 6-4. Still not out of the woods just yet. Money available for SK. You can see they got an AWP, 2 AKs. Got a lot of force buys in this game. 2 Tech 9s to go with them. And we're falling on that AWP. Still not going to be an easy procedure. Body gets hit for the doors. Matt, your favorite?
Absolute favorite. For anyone who doesn't know referencing by that, I'll watch Smith's French Rambo. It's one of his favorite peaks. He's done it for years, but we're referencing a Pro League online match this year when Na'Vi played against G2. And I think Body was tagged 8 times on the CT side, crossing over toward the site, to the point where he made a tweet after the game to Guardian saying just once he'd like to cross over with 100 health, please.
It just seems to haunt him quite a lot still whenever we cast us team.
Yeah, well, it's, I don't know. It's something about him. It's got to be his rates. He's got his rates set all wrong.
That's it. Why don't you go tell him?
I might.
Just go in there and say, pause the game, your rates.
Yeah. You got to set them to 28 tick.
The oldest trick in the book. Well then, a default coming in for SK now. You used to use a Molotov there towards the blue container, smoking over as well. But Body and Scream doing some work here towards that B site, actually locking it down. The bomb has been dropped to this stage as well. It's going to be Coldzera fighting back though. RPK chimes in. Still, this should be a round in favor of G2 now. Getting a decent lead here as well. Easy frag for RPK and lower B. Great work now. FNX the last player remaining.
FNX 1 versus 4, backing away. Does have bomb to work with, but they've already rotated into middle. Basically cut him off. They know exactly where he was. 29 seconds as well. There's no need to commit to anything for G2. Let FNX force the play. And I think the play might just be to save, because we just saw them lose an eco round. We saw them force buy into this. They're not going to have much weapons at all in the next round. They're going to have 2 rounds against them.
They tried a little contact play towards B. That doesn't work out for them. We know that Scream can be very good in those positions as well. We talked about the aggression towards that place, but it's going to be RPK stepping up here. 2 frags, he pushes off towards short, finds the kills on lower B as well. And good news is G2 managed to keep 4 players alive, including an AWP. This is a real chance for them now to actually run away with us too. Should be an eco this stage. Second stage lost by Nuttingy at 1900. So a pause comes in. This is presumably from SK. We didn't see a single pause in the first map after a 16-0. That didn't make any sense. The analysts were a little bit baffled with that one, but we are going to see it from SK. This is probably an opportune moment to take it. You're still in the game. You're behind. You have a decision to make. Do you try and force into this round? There's been a lot of force buys so far. They've saved an AK. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm just having a look at the buy available. FNX AK. They can get Tech 9s they wanted to, but it wouldn't be ideal at this point.
I think they just stuck it up at this point in time. Let G2 get the 8th round if they play it smart. Especially aim for a bomb plant. If you get a bomb plant down, you bring out further utility and start trying. I think the isolation play on A has been their greatest success. They have been able to split mid to B twice, but in
very
both,
successfully.
Well, the issue with it is that Smiths has been getting more and more aggressive playing towards CT and playing in the swing position. So if they can start to isolate back to A, I think they may have more success with it. But
well, they are forcing, I think. It comes in. So I know it's on us right now, but it's going to be a Deagle, Tech 9, make it 2 of them. FNX and the AK-47, they have flashbangs, smokes, Molotovs. So they have gone all in. They take the pause to decide what they're going to do. This is the call. Try and break G2. Maybe a bit of a surprise buy here. I didn't see it coming, but they've saved the AK. FNX. Press is going to be on his shoulders to try and deliver here. Still, they can do. They haven't, to be fair, they've got 2 smokes, so full execution will be difficult. I would say maybe the mid to B could be a possibility once again. We'll see what they bring to the table here. Shocks on the UMP. They have got Smiths on the AWP. Like he said, he's got a very good spawn towards mid. I would say if ever there was a time to face middle, this would be it. You could potentially catch a player down spawn. It's very unlikely they've got an AWP. Let's see if he goes for it. As we go into round number 12, G2 certainly arrived here on the second map.
Smith's just waiting for anyone to peek at top mid as well with the AWP. Shocks, that's going to get aggressive. UMP is going to work. And FNX goes down early. Try to peek back out from bottom mid, but Scream holding the angle at wooden box. It does put Shocks into a bit of a duel, but he'll prevail in holding them off and therefore get back toward Catwalk. And inside the A side, as Fallen tries to tap with the Tech 9 through the door.
Done a ton of damage here as well, so SK This is a nice response from G2. The pause comes in. Normally when the pause comes in, it means it's the T's are going to adjust or maybe bring a set piece in. They're going aggressive. They're finding that first pick. That shuts it down to kick things off. And that will be Shoxy to find the first kill with the UMP. They can fall back now. They've got the advantage of worked out. Is this going to be a force buy against Tech9s? They can use that information. Smith still has the AWP. He's going to be towards that car position. He's going to be in a great spot now to actually shut this one down even further.
Molotov out on top of the ramp. Molotov out on top of the platform. That one's a little bit missed. And Smith's with a better shot through the edge of the wall. A second as well. Taco goes down. He's looking for the third tag for down to 17. And Smith's, he's done enough. He's got to let his teammate bring the rifle back in. Low HP, and he's going to do it. RPK and Shock swing around, and Smith starts it. They end it 8-4. But again, SK forcing into that. No bomb plant down, still with $2,500.
Have to eco this one as well now. So that's third stage loss bonus, and force play does not work out for them. Shut down with the initial aggression there from the CTs. Now they're looking confident. This is the G2 we're used to seeing. They looked so cagey on train, but now this is their pick. They're showing they're not going down without a fight here. They've got the lead for now, 8-4. 1.5. That's something here. As we go into round number 13. No force buy from SK, of course. This would be crazy at this point to bring that in. Just going to be Tech9's P250s. One smoke, I would almost speculate even smoking in front of the B tunnels, considering their setup right now. Trying to push through together, get a trade going on, but body. Oh, Smith's opening things up first, so towards mid doors.
He's warming up now. Starting to hit some shots. Body going to flash in. Well-timed flash, but the smoke, all it serves to do is let him cross over. They don't check it. They do jump into the corner, though. Scream's going to follow up on Fur, and FNX just happens to spar off in the right spot, but that's not good enough to get them inside of the site.
Well then. I think we have a game on our hands, Matthew. It's going to be 9-4. Money available for SK Gaming now. G2 in a great position. They can still win this half 11-4. And where they're playing right now, I wouldn't be surprised. I think they're actually getting some confidence here. Double AWP setup as well. Just makes him stronger. Body with the secondary AWP for now. That's interesting. Normally Shoxy here joins him in. But he'll be playing towards B, descending the turret, presumably towards the B site. That's to be crosses successfully, of course. Manages to do it. So nice work. And it's going to be 5 players towards A now for SK. Could be going for a long retake here. That's when you smoke the corner. Molotov blue box. Flashes go in as well. You do 2 smokes towards the long corner to kind of segregate the CTs and maybe defending towards that position. That's what I'd assume is going on right now, considering that setup.
RPK. And 4 to work with, playing a more standard position. This time a little bit aggressive in the open, but he's hoping for a peek to come through, and Fallen in turn is waiting for him to push up, so no one's really going to have any activity, at least not with that smoke down. This
has to be a fast execution now towards A. They've got no players towards B, even at the start of the round. They know G2 pushes that position. They have to act faster towards A. Smiths is waiting for them, but they've got about 10 seconds before they have to go.
Issue as well is coming in from long right now. If RPK plays that behind the door, okay, it should be traded, but it's going to be an AWP that comes in as well. That's going to put pressure on Fallen to try and hit the shot because they want him at long for the post-plant situation. So there's a chance that RPK can get 2 here. There you go, rifle down, and Fallen has to hit with the AWP, does it. That's a very important shot. Now it opens it up, but they're going to go for the cat plant, not knowing that that was going to ensue. And with the Molotov down, what a shot for Shock, 2 of them. Fur's gone as well. Backpedal just a bit away from the site, down towards CT, because they've got to deal with the fact that Fallen is trying to rotate to cat to get that all back in a position where he can watch the post plant. So it's all on FNX to try and hold it in the 2 versus 2. And they've given up on fighting Fallen at the top of middle. Scream's going to rotate through CT spawn as well and give Shox a better chance to get onto the bomb. A lot of time's gone by since those first 2 headshots, but it's a third. Shox in, looks toward quad, wrong angle, now finds it. 4 headshots from Shox, and it's G2's round.
That's what we wanted to see. Shoxy coming to life now. 4 very impressive headshots there, doing the work single-handedly. Coming from CD spawn as well, you can see he was aware where the bomber was. He gets faced from the short area, actually blows his head off, readjusts, takes the bomb down, and that's a huge round from him. Shoxy delivering. This is the performance we want to see from this guy, known to be one of the best players in the world when he's in form, and starting to show signs of that now as we get into round number 15. It's 10-4. SK get the bomb down. It's going to be maximum loss bonus, actually. I haven't said that once for G2 at this point, so Manchester going to have 5 AK, some utility as we go into the final round here. This could be 11-4 still. G2, they've got the AWP, not the same story for SK.
RPK a little bit hesitant this time to try and get out toward long because the Flames at his feet. Slow, hold off, and he'll play outside of pit, hard right toward Old Tree. Quick flash over from Fallen, gets himself in a better position behind the Xbox to cover the door and into the left corner. It's Shox that's actually playing in the swing position this time down towards CT, with Smiths on the AWP again toward Car. So more standard in terms of the setup and weaponry.
Mid control gathered once again. No presence from the CTs, but they are going to have players outside B this time to challenge that Scream.
Big damage as well from Shox on a follow, but he still follows up. It's Scream to go down. Cold's going to find body, and Shox, he wants to push through, but watch to the right of the box. Cold's in a good position to compensate for that, to try and hold it off. So Smoke's got to dissipate before he can even attempt to go through. Smith's timing. Scoped in toward the door, above the smoke. As soon as he looks in, that's when the planter crosses back over. Fallen's on 1 HP. But it's Cold. Swings out early. That gives Smith the shot. Fallen, he can't repeat on this. 1 HP. He still doesn't hit the headshot as well. Shox will go down. It's going to be Smith's to rotate over with RPK. And he's got an AWP on this retake. Both of them have kits. A little bit of utility. Flash over. Fallen's going to be blinded by that fur. He's still waiting in the corner, though. He can bait in off this. Fallen can even afford to go down in this situation as Smiths. He falls to Fur, and inside the doorway, Taco's going to hold it off. 10-5 at the half.
Good half there from G2. Looking stronger now. Actually getting the confidence to push positions, getting aggressive on the anti-ecos, especially getting the zone we saw at the early stages there, and winning clutches. Finally, we're seeing some big performances. Shoxy with that great round, and he finds 4 headshots as well. Scream winning 1v3s. There's actually some signs of life now. I'm looking forward to the second half. They've got the lead they need. 10-5. They've got the pistol as well. If they can win the second half pistol, it should be in with a really decent shot at taking the second map. After getting 16-0'd, they have shown that they can recover and kind of pick themselves up. But it's good to see that so far.
Well, we got to see it continue all the way through.
Yeah, definitely not over yet. The team is, I guess, as strong as SK right now. You've got to be stepping up in these positions.
I mean, to be fair, the one thing with G2 is the CT side's been a hassle for them.
True.
So the fact that they pick up 10 rounds CT side is actually very good considering the trends that we've seen for them. That is a lovely start from Scream.
Why not?
Deagle through the door.
He is known to, like G2 for a while, we're known to go towards B with that Deagle, but towards D spawn, that's very rare. It pulls off, and Fur goes down to the Desert Eagle to Scream. Taco trying to react right now, but Scream, all the good work he's done, he gets taken down in return. It's going to be Cold Zera. He finds a headshot, but now that means the teammates can pick up the Deagle at least, but there's the nice shot exchanged. You can't really argue with that one. Flashes towards the A side, he could be body leading the charge towards the site here. Bomb should be planted considering Fallen's position.
Fallen's going to try and get some headshots from far. More importantly, pinch off Long. Nice shot from Cold. RPK's gone. FNX has one to get shots. That gives Long back to the possession of the CTs. In this case, rolling in it now because Fallen takes down Smith. It's all body left. 1 versus 4. They know where he is. They saw him plant the bomb. Now, that's the one thing. He did plant the bomb, but it's going to be SK on the round.
Wow, okay, so after a Desert Eagle headshot there, you can see SK go, well, we've lost that first frag, let's react, let's get it back in our favor, push up a B, completely nail those shots as well. It's Cold Zero retaking the A bomb set as well, another stellar headshot with that USP, and GT don't find a single frag after that. That's such a great start as well. They get into an uncontested A side, the bomb goes down, just can't find anything else from it. So we did see SK force in this situation before. Well, we see a similar storyline from G2 as we go into round number 2 here. Most teams will be forcing to the third round with the AK-47s and armor. That's a safer bet. You still can force in the second. It just means you're in a real tough position if you lose that round. But it's going to be the more conservative option here for the French side. P250s, 1 smoke, a flashbang. As we get into this, just going to be trying to get the bomb down once again. But Fur, he's got himself into lower B. Lots of kills potential here because against unarmored players, you can do a lot of work with that MP9.
5 on Cat. Watch this lower position though from Fur. It's only an MP9. The timing could be a huge part of this play if he rotates back up on Xbox and flanks them. I think you're right. I do like it. I like to see it fail sometimes too.
It normally does fail. Let's see if it works out this time.
Yep, failed. Perfect, thank you. Allow the touchdown nade to go in onto RPK as well. Massive amount of damage. In fact, followed up by another nade coming in from FNX. It's going to take down Scream, and it's pretty straightforward. No plant in exactly. Denied altogether. Everyone tries the run boost, and for some reason in that position, it always fails there.
We've seen a couple. I think Astralis are quite good at doing it. They normally get it successfully over, but yeah, most of the time in these big games, and LAN especially, it never seems to deliver. Still, he didn't die initially, so that's fine, right? So he still sort of works. He baits out the first bullet, and that's the idea. But the optimum setup of that, you get the bomber to do it, and he gets so close to the site with a huge run boost there. It takes the CT like kind of aim away from short as well, so the teammates can come in return when he's trying to deal with that player. That's what should be happening. But still, we do get AKs out now for GT. Didn't get the bomb down, but managed to still from the pistol buy up in the third. It's going to be AKs. Galils, they favour the B side, they love walking into this position, and they're going to have 2 CDs waiting for them. Bomb committing as well. Here we go. Simple round from G2. Smoked out though. Okay, that gives them a signal to fall back. That means, okay, we can't just walk through smoke. That's a death sentence at that point.
RPK is going to wait and hold wide side pillar, and the other two up close going to try and push through. Potential smokes and flashes to go, but it's Cold Zero playing at fence. It's a known position, but is it commonly checked on execution, especially when things get chaotic trying to go inside of the site? Excuse me. Don't confuse the word smoke and sight together, Henry.
Doesn't work. Well, in terms of the firepower, G2 certainly have the advantage. You've got the 4 AKs and the Grill as well, up against a heavy SMG bite from SK, but time ticking away. This will be the commitment of Taco. He's going to be the key player here. If he can light them up from the back of this site, and Flash is perfect as well.
Rotation came out from fence, so like you say, it's going to be Taco instead of Cold, but he goes back in, times it well, Scream down. No counter kills yet. Nothing at all for Taco in behind the box, and he uses that crouch peeking mechanic perfectly. You could see he wasn't spamming it, uses it slowly, and therefore it doesn't actually kick in for the whole limitation of movement.
It wasn't just that as well. Yes, he does that perfectly, but the fact is he takes all the aggro, all the T's are focusing to try and get him down there. He just hides. He just gets 1 kill, that's enough. He's done damage as well. Flashbangs coming in from his teammates. Cold Zero is able to get kills with the UMP. That's just really good synergy with the CTs there. It absolutely wrecks them as they come into the side there. If you can get 1 kill, it's quite rare. If you reface that, you're going to get your head blown off by the AK. He just stays alive as long as possible. Flashes come in, that's when he faces. Communication on point for the CTs at that point. So it's going to be, the AK is not working out for G2. And presumably after not getting the bomb down, it's going to have to be another eco here. They've got about $2,400 each. 3-0 here in the second half for SK. Tightening the gap, it's going to be 10-8 here. No buy comes in. Just some PD50s and Deagles. They're going to have body on the PD50 and smoke. But he gets that first kill using lower B this time, finding a kill for his troubles.
Good push up, and Cold's going to smoke it off as well, so he's got an escape plan. Xbox smoke comes in though, and Cold, this could indicate they want to get a little bit closer, so if he stays in this position, he might be in a prime position to try and push through. Wrap around onto Cat, they know they're there. Good timing as well for a flank. Fallen, nice headshot on the second. It's actually Shocks to go down with a body shot, but must have been the closest body shot to the head I've ever seen. Either way, it's FNX to come around from behind, and it's going to be SK closing it down to just 1 round between them now.
Yep, not looking too pretty here, but SK, AWP comes out for Fallen at this point. I'm sure it'll be a similar story. G2 can bring an AWP out, it'd be glass cannon. Smiths does it, so he makes the investment. So he gets an AWP, no armor. Smoke and a flashbang to go with it, but double AWP set up for the CTs, in fact. So that's going to be Cold Zero and Fallen. We talk about being one of the deadliest duos in the game. We'll see what happens here. It's Cold Zero. He'll actually be boosting himself in towards CD spawn with that AWP. That's a really interesting position with the AWP.
He's failed it twice, the jump. He's got to go quickly as well because they're getting through the door. That could have been a huge problem if he wasn't there in time, but out toward long, it's going to be Fur to take down Shocks. Scream. He's going to try to go mid. And the ops just stayed down in CT. Cold's given up on the jump mechanic. Needs Launders to help him out, but misses that shot. Opens up the fact that there's an AWP there. Molotov catches him before he gets back in position, and no smoke in position just yet either. Now Smiths places it. Means that it could have been a one-on-one straight-up op duel, but Smith still wants to try and find one toward window with RPK taking down Taco. You could see the justification for it. Not only that, RPK's cleared the site alone, and Bomb's going to rotate over.
Well, at least the bomb can be planted at this point as well. The B side is open. He has a 4-on-3, but still an advantage of the terrorists, I'd say, at this point. The bomb side can be very difficult to retake it. His body still has a smoke as well. That can actually deny entrance from the door, and actually the rotations on the CT are very slow here. One player towards top of mid, that's going to be first still. The smoke is deployed successfully at the doors, and RPK is watching the tunnel. So still within a good shout to win this round.
FNX tries to fire into the smoke, make sure no one is pushed forward. The off chance they are. 4-man retake, all coming in from mid, down to 3 already though, when the AWP lined up, Fallen better shot, Smiths is gonna go, but his body inside of the site, and RPK sets a crossfire. Lovely accuracy from G2.
Yeah, 4 versus 3 there, and it's going to be the decent hold from G2. To be fair, I think SK, they tried to throw a smoke towards the back right of the side, towards where Smith was in his position. He saw them miss it. He thought, well, they're not going to be checking this. Managed to get that first shot in the window. Yes, Fallen takes him down, but the work had already been done at that point, and it's going to be G2 holding on. A big round for them to pick up, going towards B after losing the initial frags as well. It's Cold Zero couldn't boost himself up towards CD spawn. He got 1 frag in return, taken down at that point, but still, round number 21 comes in. A weakened buy overall for the CD, but still have the AWP and defuse kits. It's going to be Shoxy with the glow. Smith's still in suicide here, going to be smoking towards Xbox.
Flash goes back out toward mid to allow Scream to clear it, make sure no one's pushed up. We've seen it already happen. We saw Fur with the MP9 in particular when he did so. Fallen, Flash nearly caught. Body gets around the corner, but he has to fall back. Double nade goes in. He's taking low, and Fallen's going to hit the shot. Second man there. Smiths can't land.
Oh, he's locked in.
He's totally locked in. He's completely segregated, but a lovely shot will free him up.
That does.
That
works.
Molotov, yeah, that Molotov could have been his detriment, but he makes it work.
Yeah, absolutely. When the Molotov lands behind you, you've got an AWP, you're pretty much done for, but he manages to find that kill and return. That's a big frag to find. Smith's now going to be boosting up from a teammate, looking towards that barrel position as well. I like this boost a lot. CT's definitely not expecting this. It's a really nice off angle there, and it's going to be a 4-on-4. Smoke's still available, 3 of them in fact, for the terrorists. The Smiths will be holding towards short. His teammates probably go towards mid at this point. When he's got that position there, he's just stopping any CTs going aggressive. No one's going to be pre-firing that angle as well. A nice spot for him to hold. Bomb still down on shorts, and you can see FNX. He's pushed into the long doors at this point, trying to hunt out for some information. Does he dare go any further? Not just yet, it seems. As there will be potential mid-split coming in. Smoke goes down towards city spawn. On the top on the A sides as well.
Waiting for the wide peak commitment onto Catwalk as a result of that Molotov, but look at FNX's position. All Fur has to do is contain, lock down, but he goes out! Timing of the flank, he's got to pick his shots correctly now. FNX Smith's not going to land the AWP shot, 2 for FNX immediately, but Shox is there on the flank in return. And it's down to Taco, 51 HP. No utility at all, but does have a kit. 11-9, he wants to bring this to double digits for his team to close out the economy on G2 and keep his team in this as well with the momentum moving forward, because now potentially losing 2 in a row, it could be a problem. Finds the first shot, but he goes down immediately after. Shox able to hold the angle and make it now 12 for G2.
Shox here with another important performance there in round number 21. It's actually broken the economy of SK as well. It looked a little bit scary there. FNX coming up from short. Perfect timing, finds 2 frags, but Shox is there to lock him down. He was holding towards mid. Still, now we'll have a look at the money. Surely going to have to be another eco at this point from SK. So G2 now in a great position going forward. In terms of the money, they're only going to get 2,400 next round. So yeah, they can definitely buy into the next one. FNX has $4,300. So they'll take an eco here. They've got a Zeus for FNX. Very unlikely he can do much with this one. CZs, ED50s, no nades. Cold Zero has gone for a little bit of body armor there, so he's probably the only player we need to watch on the CT side. But a full default here. GT know how much this round means to them. Yes, they're up against an eco, but don't give anything away. Don't allow them to pick up an AK and potentially get into this one, obviously. Yeah, some very deadly players on the SK side.
Oh, Molotov, they're trying to do it in reverse. Runs through with the Zeus. Hit a Zeus shot, you can pick up a gun quite easily. Good response from Cold, though. That's an AK down, but can't commit through the doorway. There's one at lower that can swing down Spiral and watch him. There's also Smiths now making sure they will not push through. But if they commit, Cold waits patiently. That gun's available. Yeah, I thought this might be the case. Smiths just wants to get that gun further away. Perhaps aggravated by that, but they'll have to give it up and go toward the A site instead. Molotov going to be dropped down towards CT. Cold's going to be on the right side of it to play off and hold with his teammate Fur, who gets back onto the A ramp. So they've got to go wider toward Quad to find him again. Headshot comes in from RPK. Flames onto Fur. Oh, shot from Fallen, though. Hang on, because we got a headshot over top of the wall. Still a 2 versus 2. Wide peak can't find. And Fallen, as a result, goes down. Smith's pretty much closed this out, but Taco's timing shows it up at the right time, and Bomb never came in. 2 headshots immediately.
No way. Just the CZs and P250s. I was about to say, okay, out of danger just now. The bomb will be planted. They're fine. It's 2v1 short, but we said if SK get hold of one of those AKs, it can fall apart. Taco comes in at the perfect time just as the smoke dissipates there. He finds 2 players not looking in that position, takes their heads off, and that could be the defining factor of this half. You can see now that's reset the G2 money. No bomb going down. It's their 4-sport, Tech 9s, and a scout. They'll have to eco next round, and that could tie things up. That's such a massive round for SK to win. I said there was no chance. I thought that was it. PD50s and CZ, but as soon as Taka got the AK, all bets are off. A perfect position from him.
And they tried to defend the first AK that went down so long, and yet because they lost so many members on CAD, he was able to get it again.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that was the same AK-47 that Smiths tried to throw into the tunnels to get it further.
Well, it's just like that. SK looked like they were struggling with Dust 2 here. They're right back.
It is, because this is Smith's AK. So Taco rotated out of B and actually got the gun that Smiths tried to hide.
No way. Where did he try and hide it?
He just threw it further away from me. He didn't hide, but either way, it's kind of funny that that's how it worked out. Double kills all the way through. Both teams picking up 1 and 2 with Smiths getting Taco on the scout. This is going to leave it to a man advantage for SK, though, because they found the opening kill to start it off. Fur's gone down.
Didn't have to commit to that, though, did he? That's a little bit of overplay from him, but Smiths still got down to 2 HP. It's up to Scream now to try and find this round in the 2v2. Bomb not planted as of yet. They're trying to find another kill here. We'll see what they can do it as Smiths desperately trying to hold on towards the tunnel. That's the problem. He's not really watching it right now, and he does hit the shot and stays alive as well. FNX under 27 HP.
That's huge that he stays alive with 2 HP, because first I was going to say it's the scout. It's not an AWP. He can't hold the angle as efficiently, but now he's got him in 1-shot territory. He's going to hold off toward the tunnels as well. FNX is going to give up on this. He's going to rotate back to mid where Fallen is. Fallen's on an AWP. Swap it over for the HP advantage so that the AWP can hit the shot on 27 and Fallen can go more aggressive. At full health, Scream's position is actually quite good in this toward the window. Times it, goes through, hits the first shot. Now he's got the lineup. FNX, low HP, and Scream plays it perfectly.
Nice work from Scream there. As I said, the CT coming in, and when it was the 3 versus 2, I believe it was Fur.
Yep.
Why did he push for those doors? They hadn't even planted at that point. He's trying to end the round before it's even got to a situation where the CDs have to strike. Bomb not planted, you know, they haven't got weaponry as well. Smith is, I don't think he was low HP at that point. I think Fur's pushing, got the damage done, but you can see him, if you had teammates with him, then they can justify it. They can face together and have the advantage. It comes down to a 2-on-2, and it's a big round in return for G2 to pick up. Tech-9s and a Scout. And Smith's actually did a lot of work there. We didn't see it on our screen. He actually pushed towards the B tunnels. He had the audacity to try and get the information. He works out that both players are going back towards mid. And now we're going to round number 24. Another force by here. You can see body and shocks in the MAC-10s against 3 players without head armor here. That's going to be Fallen tackling Coldzera, and Smiths hits the first shot, drops the AWP as well. A chance now for G2 to strike back and finish this game off potentially at this point. This would be a double eco after losing this round and will be a 14-10.
Cold, good position on the Deagle. Looks for a second, but can't line it up fast enough. Shocks. He'll capitalize as a result. He's now got an AWP as well. If Taco goes for this repeat, it could be a massive problem. Apparently Scream was a little bit scared by his position. Shocks, though, we said AWP was there. Taco had no idea. Crosses back over. It's going to leave just FNX and Fur to work together and try and make this work after picking up just 1 round after losing 3. It's a bit of a reset to come in, and G2 going to put them in an excellent position to close out the map.
Absolutely, this is huge. Now they've got 40 seconds remaining, or 45 seconds, not giving anything away. You can see Smiths is actually in T-spawn for now. He actually knows this could be a possibility. There's someone going to push long doors. It could work out. We have got FNX on the other side as well. Back towards mid they go. This kill towards long is pretty big. FNX going to be thinking about it, but Molotov out of position has to fall back at this point. There will be a B site open. I think we've got RPK going in there first just to clear it out, using the MAC-10 as a scout. And it's going to be fine. He's going to be clearing that out, not a problem. Round pretty much over now. You can see the CD's just saving an M4 and a UMP. Probably just have to give it at this point and allow them to win the round and fall back and try and save the weaponry. They're only going to get, $1,900 into the next round. So saving these weapons is an absolute must. I said it'll be double eco territory if they lose this one, and that's certainly still the case. It'll be 14-10. They won't really have much to buy into this one. At this point, I'd say it's almost justified for GT to go for these kills, try and see what they can get out of it. If they do find them, I guess now they've got the double AWP, it's probably not worth it. It'd be too much to give away. But the MAC-10 certainly can go hunting. See if you can get us 1 kill out of this. That would just be enough to really guarantee this map for them. Move on to Cobble next to required. Not quite there yet, but G2 certainly stepping in that right direction.
It's getting a lot closer to that, considering the 0-16 start that G2 had. I wouldn't have expected them to even recover into this game the way they were playing Untrained.
Well, that's the thing, right? 16-0 is so quick and so painless in that sense. If you'd brought it back from a 12-3 and then ground it out for ages and ages and ages, that can be a lot more tiring. At least with 16-0, it's quick, it's fast. It's like, right, disregard that, let's move on. We know Dust2's our map, let's step up there and show them what we can do. And they've done that so far, winning the clutches. Finally, Scream's winning them as well. Shoxy finding some huge rounds, and Smiths, he's doing a very good job with the AWP. He's finding frags all over the place, so it's actually looking very promising now as we go into round number 25. It's another force buy from the CTs. Want to deny map points here. Could have taken an eco and allowed you to get the 15, but they don't operate that way. It's going to be an M4, Scouts, 2 UMPs, and tackle on the 5-7. They win this, it'll be massive, but certainly a team with the potential to do so. A double AWP set up for G2. It's going to be Shoxy and Smiths slowing things down. 3 players towards the B tunnels for now, and the bomb top of mid.
Fur waiting up on top of the big box inside of CT spawn.
Oh, such a big round. So huge. Body's waiting for long doors as well. FNX pushing in that position. The SK somehow picked this one up. Still feel like they can get back into this pretty easily. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be a B-focused attack here from G2. The tightest choke point on the map. Is this a wise idea? Let's see if it pays off for them. Taco waiting in the corner to welcome them as they make their way to the site.
SMG's drawn. Coldzera. He's going to try and read this. He's got time to play away from mid. There's no one pushed through the mid doors just yet. That'll be spotted by Fur. So we can put full attention on helping Taco. His teammate missing shots! Missing a ton of shots. Had a chance to line up too. As a result, it's RPK coming back in. Cold went down right away, and Bombsite B is open for business. Body's going to go for the late lurk. Takes down Fallen. Drops in. Takes down Fur. Perfect execution, G2. It's going to be map point. The French side looking to force out Cobblestone. They'll be 1 round away from doing it. And they already have 15 more rounds now when this is over than they did on
right?
Train. That's a huge comeback in the series.
Well, that was the force buy from SK there, trying to muster together everything they had available to themselves. They go into the next round and let's have a look. So $2,400 available to them, saving a UMP. Still won't really be enough for a buy there. That play from Taco, gifted. 2 players in front of him. Can't really find the shots there in return. The 5.7 and probably an ideal weapon in that scenario as well. High rate of fire, good at close range headshots as well. Just can't find the shots required, and RPK takes him down. That was the key point of that round. Going towards B, a little bit scary at that point, especially when that setup was there as well, but they managed to make it work. It's Body finding 2 frags, a great drop down in CD Sport from him there. You can see he's actually waiting for all the attention to be focused towards B. Wait for rotations coming in. He's using his ears there to actually hear what's going on. Finds falling with a scout there, instant execution, and F and X will go down as well. Was it worth dropping down at that point, trying to see what he could find, maybe pick up the scout towards the end, but here we go then. 5 rounds in a row required from SK to force us into overtime. This is the first of 5 though. This will be the hardest one if they manage to pull this one off. UMP, scouts and pistols against G2. Don't really need to commit there. They've got a huge bed of rounds, looking to take it to Cobble as well. So they've got 3 AKs, double orb set up. What have SK got in the tank here to try and force overtime? Can't even get the boost going right now.
Look back at some of the highlights throughout course of activity. Smith sitting some shots from car shocks. His clutch was nuts. 4 kills, all headshots. Single-handedly gave them some momentum. Body had a clutch in before that as well, which also freed up some economy when he took down Fallen in a 1-versus-1 behind box on A. And this one underway, almost over as well as we snap back in. And it is through the smoke. The spray down comes in. Body's going to take out Fallen. And G2 goes 16-10 to force out Cobblestone, which we said would be good if we got there.
Yeah, I'm glad it has got that. After a 16-0, this quarterfinal looked like it was going to be lackluster at best, but G2, that's their map. They step up. The key players we were talking about, Smiths, he decided to make himself known with the AWP as well. Screen, the man in the screen right now, he actually steps up with some huge clutches, some opening frags and Shoxy as well. Great performance from him as a whole. 16-10, controlling the money throughout. SK shut down after a 16-0. I didn't think I'd be seeing this, but I'm very happy it has happened, just so we get to see the 3rd map. We said Cobble would be good, and both teams picking up that chosen map so far. That goes to show you, Matt, you can recover from a 16-0 deficit. It's just a number. At the end of the day, you still just lose 1 map, and that's it. You can always come back out of these situations.
Yeah, and good resilience to show that as well. And like you said, it was quick, it was painless, it was over. Yeah. They could therefore recover. They didn't drag on about it. Yeah. On top of that, they go to their map choice. Map choice, we know that, and we talked about it, SK hasn't exactly been perfect on throughout. Yeah. So that is not a random fan. That is Anders that's messing with us right now. Anders Bloom right there. That's who that is.
Good guy.
Yeah. What is, I don't even want to know what that says. I don't want to, nope. But
Hank G.
Oh, okay. That I can put up with that. It's not bad. But listen, we knew this was a possibility. Yeah. I thought after losing 16-0 that would be hard to see them recover because it was a lot of missed shots on Train.
Yeah, sure. Well, absolutely. That was the headline of it. But obviously we said it was the first game of the stadium. It's a little bit overwhelming getting out there. It's a lot different environment. Obviously it's a guy used to it, but still they've shown they've warmed up into it now. The big players have arrived, and now we've got a really exciting 3rd map coming in. It's a map that both teams are very good on, so I'm actually very glad it's happened, Matt.
I can't wait to see if Shocks can perform on it, but we'll send it over to the desk to break down and look forward. Alex, all yours.